Hi, I'm Larson Halleck, and what the hell have I done with the title? It's funny, really. I was perusing the tomes of pickup artistry in an attempt to find another whipping boy to mock, when I found Chris Jackson. And with titles like Secrets of a Sex Magnet and Ultimate Ejaculation Mastery, I thought I found a whopper. Upon actually reading the books, I was kind of dismayed that he's actually pretty good. By far the best old-school PUA I've ever profiled on the show, and arguably sort of a bridge, the missing link, if you will, between the old-school zebra codpiece attack pattern alpha stuff and the new neo-masculinity self-improvement stuff. Who is Chris Jackson, you might ask? Apparently, it's not the guy who plays George Washington in Hamilton. As a side note, if anybody you meet tells you they're really into Hamilton, stop being friends with that person. Anyway, the internet says Chris Jackson was a typical emasculated adult male, a product of being raised in a society where men are no longer taught how to be men, a society where in fact men are programmed to act in ways that are anything but masculine. 3 very painful events, starting in adolescence and culminating in the loss of his wife-to-be, provided him with the motivation to learn how to attract and keep high-value women. Chris resolved that he would do whatever it took to accomplish this goal, and have his personal story of the ups and downs he experienced as he persisted in his efforts, which are chronicled in not months but years. This is one of the most strongest pickup artists what I know. Direct quote, by the way. That explains nothing, but he's apparently a very short man. But that shouldn't stop anyone from getting laid. Like I always say, if Henry Kissinger can, so can you. Let's begin with Secrets of a Sex Magnet. Already we can see this man is quite humble. That's a strike upon him. Like every other pickup artist guy, he says, I'm not like those other guys, my shit works. Strike 2. The main thing that I want you to understand is that although I'm going to show you some really amazing stuff, you are going to have to get your ass out into the real world and do what I say. I actually agree with that. Much like the speed seduction guy, he gives you a homework assignment. That's 3 strikes right off the bat. I was prepared to tee off on him, but then I kept reading. He's telling his friend about how looks don't matter, and then as it happens, a woman walks in with legs, breast. She was hot. Yes, I'm sure this one-breasted woman was really hot. Yes, I'm serious, this is not a bad book. Have faith, please, in him and in me. Bad conjugation aside, he's not wrong when he talks about how you don't necessarily need to look good to get women. You gotta work your personality. And attitude is everything. You exude confidence, women will go for you. The next section is why most men fail with women. One-itis. His advice from here is actually pretty good. He advises you to practice making people smile on the street. In a non-sexual way, just be pleasant, and develop your conversational skills. I myself have advocated this. Also, practice noticing interesting things about random people. You can use those as opening lines with women. Like, hey, that's a nice scarf. My friend Michelle would like it. Also, hello. This is just like the Kim's game that I advocate. His openers have 3 facets. They're complimentary, relevant to the immediate situation, and they tell her what you want and that you're not creepy. These lines are better than just saying like, hey girl, you're hot, give me your phone number. His example is something like, hello, you have a beautiful tan, what salon do you go to? He also advocates not just saying yes to any girl. Having the power to say no is a big deal, and I think we all agree with that. Where to meet women. He advocates ballroom dance lessons, classes, like yoga, cooking, and etc. The point is to be somewhere you genuinely enjoy being. If you don't like clubs, don't go to clubs. Again, I myself have advocated this. And then he gets kind of creepy where he advocates taking notes on every conversation you have with a woman, which is a little, autistic. Page 39, a flow plan. Oh god damn it. At least he's advocating it as a mental flow plan instead of literally advocating you memorize a 20-page flow chart like Joshua Pelliser. And then he advocates stupid handwriting analysis and other chick crack. Damn, it started off so good. Then we have the circle sex technique. Actually, pretty good. And overall, it wasn't bad. Now let's look at his oral sex guide, The Big Suck. I wish I could apply this to the teaching, but honestly, I can't. The only thing I can make fun of is that he seems to think that kissing constitutes oral sex, but the techniques themselves are okay. Advanced Sexual Secrets presents how to get her to take off her clothes. The instant pleasure technique. The idea that you have to convince her that it's better for her clothes to be off than on. If you want her to take off her shirt, give her a reason to, non-verbally. Palpate the area of the body you want to remove the clothes from, but don't actually remove the clothes. I.e., if you want her to take off her shirt, start feeling and kissing her bosom lightly through the shirt. Sounds good, but unfortunately at the end, he refers to bridge theory, which is a bunch of overthinking bullshit, like every other PUA geometric construct theory. And then in Ultimate Ejaculation Mastery, he gets really fruity with tantric stuff. Oh, and he botches the landing. But all in all, this is probably the best traditional PUA stuff I've ever seen. If you need seduction advice, the best choice is, well, myself, of course. But if you got a gun to your head and you need to pick up an old school PUA guy, check out Chris Jackson. His pretty good status puts him leaps and bounds above jack-offs like Mystery and Tucker Max. I'm Marson Hallett. Keep on training.